Hello, everyone. Matt Larson, the Executive Director of the Dell Rapids Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining me again this week for our video podcast series. I'm still workshopping on a name and logos, so we'll spruce it up as we get going. But again, very happy that you're tuning in and watching here today. Before we get into our conversation, which is with Brittany Moeller and Kinsey Griffin of the Dell Rapids Carnegie Library, want to highlight a few things. Speaking of the library, their summer reading program registration starts today. Their reading starts on June 2nd, but again, registration starts today. We'll highlight that. We'll let Brittany and Kinsey talk about that. That's coming up a little bit later, but just note that registration begins today. At the end of the week, Saturday, the Dell Rapids Area Garden Club will be having a plant sale at the picnic shelter at City Park. That'll run from 9 to 11. Still plenty of other things happening all week long. Be sure to check out the website dellrapidschamber.com/events. You can get a full listing of the events for the week. I also want to highlight a few things that are coming up in the next week as well as the next month. We've got a lot of things going on in Dell Rapids here coming up over the next 5-6 weeks or so. We'll hit on Memorial Day. That is next Monday. Again, check out the events tab on our website, dellrapidschamber.com/events. I've got a listing of the Memorial Day schedule there, so you can take note of that, of what's happening on Memorial Day. At the end of next week, May 30th, the Dell Rapids Museum is going to be having a grand reopening from 4:30 to 6:30. Put that on your calendar. We'll be having a mixer with the Dell Rapids Ace hardware. That's going to be on June 5th. More details will be coming out very soon about that. The citywide rummage sales are scheduled for June 5th through the 7th. Cootie Days, we got on the calendar June 13th through the 15th, so put that on your calendar as well. And of course, Corey Day is coming up at the end of June, always a big event, June 27th through the 29th. I know the Corey Days committee and the chamber board members working very hard to make this a great event. If you want to see all of the signups, we've got the golf tournament, parade. You can purchase street dance tickets, the fishing derby, car show. We've got the basketball coming up. We'll have links to register for that, volleyball, as well as the 5K. We've got spots where you can purchase some raffle tickets. We've got some great raffles happening during that weekend. You can sign up for all of that on our website, dellrapidschamber.com/quarry-days. And I encourage you to follow the Facebook page if you have not. The committee does a great job of putting out new information all the time about Quarry Days, so you can stay up to date on everything happening Quarry Days. That is Dell Rapids Quarry Days. Be sure to follow that Facebook page again, Dell Rapids Quarry Days. I know that was a lot of information, but rewind this video, go back, get it written down. You don't want to miss anything that's happening here in Dell Rapids over the next few weeks. With that, here's the interview that I had with Brittany and Kinsey of the Dell Rapids Carnegie Library. Welcome back to our video podcast this week. I am joined by Brittany and Kinsey with the library. Lots of things happening there. As school has now out of session, you're turning your attention to the summer program. I know that the summer reading program, the registration is today. So let's talk about that for a little bit, because I know that's a big thing. How long have you guys been doing this?
Yeah, so the summer reading program has been around, we're just going to say forever, because that's what we know. It's always been true for us. Yeah. But for Kinsey and I personally, this is our 16th year doing the summer reading program at our library.
And over that time, I'm imagining that you probably have seen it grown over the years. Just talk about how much that's grown over the years since you've been doing this.
Yeah, it's grown immensely. So our first summer, the summer reading program was only during the month of June. Yeah. We only had a few programs a week. And we had signed up 250 people.
Yeah.
And we were so ecstatic because that was like a record-breaking number for us 16 years ago. Flash forward to now, last year we signed up just over 800 people, babies through adults. And the summer reading program is 2 months long. It's all of June and July. We have programs Monday through Friday hitting all the different age groups. So it's grown so much, and it's been so much fun.
That's awesome to see that kind of growth. And with the reading program, I know we were talking a little bit beforehand that there's kind of two separate components of that. So I'll let you guys explain how that works and what are the two differences.
Yeah. So the summer reading program basically has two parts. We have our reading challenge that is available to all of our patrons. So anyone who has a library card is available to or able to sign up and participate in that.
Yep.
They track their reading throughout those 2 months, and at the end, they can come in and collect a prize.
All the prizes.
Oh, prizes.
They're good.
I've seen a few. They're awesome.
Yeah, we try so hard to pick prizes that the kids are going to like, that the adults are going to be happy with. We do a lot of research, and it's
we ask a
painful.
lot of kids and middle schoolers, and it's like, what would you be interested in? And that kind of helps guide, because trends change, their interests change, and so we really try to communicate with them what they would like to see at the end of the summer too.
Sorry, no Xboxes or
no Xbox, PlayStations, no TVs, no smartwatches.
Yeah, sorry. And then the second part of the summer reading program is all of our programming that we do. And like Brittany said, we do programs Monday through Friday. We try to hit all the age groups within our community, from school age kids to toddlers. We even have adult programming. And then for our teens and tweens, we have a special day for them as well.
And so how do people get registered, with today being the start of the registration? Where can they do that? How long do they have to get signed up for this?
Great question.
So yes, registration starts today. So they have to come to the library anytime today or after. It's kind of a very open-ended.
Okay.
We will have people even signing up at the end of June, and we just let them backtrack their reading so they can still participate and enjoy all of that. So yeah, they just come to the library, and we fill out their cards, we give them their reading logs, give them their calendars so they have all the information. The first day to read doesn't actually start until Monday, June 2nd.
Okay.
So they can register today, but none of the reading or programs start until Monday, June 2nd. And another really fun thing that's going on this year is our Friends of the Library group, which is amazing, has partnered with the coffee shop Liddell and Forth for free ice cream tokens for the first 250 people who come in.
Signed up early.
And then, come fast. And then they've also partnered with Dairy Queen. There's 3 participating locations, 2 in Sioux Falls and 1 in Brandon, for a sweet rewards program. And so they have little challenges on there, and then they get to take it to one of those locations, and they get up to 4 ice cream treats. So
that's for our school age.
And that's for our school age kids.
Right.
Yep.
Now, where's the best place for people to find the information? You talked about the programming Monday through Friday, the different things going on. Where's the best place they can see what's happening on what day?
Yeah, we post all of that on our social media. So that's a really good place first to find it. Everyone gets sent home a calendar. So this is the summer reading calendar. So every person who registers, every family gets sent home a calendar that talks about everything that we have going on. We will have stuff in the newspaper. The chamber does a great job of sharing that information. We always have things up on our doors, like what's going on for the week. So
city website.
On the city website. Yep, we've got the calendar on the city website. So we try to get it out.
There's lots of places.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, I know that that's a big program. You guys are gearing up for that, but I actually saw on social media some different things that you guys do. I want to touch on the big one that I honestly did not know about: state park checkouts.
Yes.
I want you to talk about that, because I was surprised to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the South Dakota State Library partnered with Game Fish and Parks. This is their 3rd year doing it. And so every participating library we get 2. Every library gets kind of a different amount based on population. So we have 2. And so, they're available for any library patron to come in and check out. So again, you have to have a library card to participate in this one, but it's super easy to get one. Super easy to get a library card. And then they check out for 3 days.
3 days. Okay.
So you can check them out. And then, it gives you access to all of the...
I love that. Like I said, I was happy to see that on your Facebook page. Like, wow, Amber and I talk about, hey, we want to go to the parks, go biking, do some of this stuff. And there's an option for us to check one out. So that's awesome.
It's been a really great program. We've seen a lot of people come in and utilize this. Lots of positive feedback. How many would you say?
I I don't really know. About
We have to
yeah,
send in our statistics. I would
Yeah.
say probably what, 30,
20 to 30 people.
20 to 30
Yeah.
groups. So far.
The really fun thing about it that I've noticed is it's people who wouldn't maybe normally utilize
Mhm.
our state parks, who are giving them a try.
Mhm.
And then coming back and saying, wow, that was really cool. That was really fun. And then it would be fun to see how many people then go out and go ahead and buy a state park pass or go again without using these. So it's been really fun to give some people an opportunity to use those places that normally wouldn't.
Now, and another thing that I wanted to touch on here today was digital checkout, the Libby app.
Yes.
So I use that myself. I want to let people know about what that is.
Yeah. So Libby is a free app through the state library. So we pay to be a part of this consortium. So it's us and lots of other libraries in the state. And so then they use that money to buy different books and audiobooks that we all kind of share together, all in this big collection. So anyone who has a library card has access to it. So you just download the app for free. You find our library, you put in your library card, and then you can check out up to like 5 or 7 things. You can keep them for 1, 2, or 4 weeks.
Ebooks, audiobooks.
Yes, they have stuff
kinds
for
of
kids through adults. It's a really great it's a really great app, and there's some really interesting features in there too. So if you check out an audiobook, you can change like the speed setting, so you can slow it down, you can speed it up. If you choose to check out a book, you can change the font size, you can change the font itself. So a lot of our patrons who struggle with dyslexia love this app because there is a specific dyslexic font, which makes it easier for them to read.
Did not know
And
that.
so, so they can change the font.
Really tailor it to
That's awesome. All right. Lots of, I mean, there's so much more I know that you guys are doing. You guys are always busy with great things here. How can people get a library card if they don't have one?
Yeah, super
so easy. So easy. All you have to do is come into the library with your photo ID. If your photo ID does not have your current address on it, we do need to see something with your current address. So any piece of mail, lease agreement, bill, anything like that. And then we can get you signed up. As long as you live within the city limits of Dell Rapids, it's free. Anybody outside of city limits, it's only $15
for the whole year.
For the whole year.
For full access to everything.
And that is for like family too. It's not $15 per person, it's $15 per card. And you get full access to everything for the full year.
I mean, that's half a book.
Yeah.
That's half of an adult book, and it gets you access to literally everything. So
is there anything else that you guys want to share out there, let people know about?
Oh gosh.
I know, open-ended question. I know.
Yeah, that's so hard. I think probably the biggest thing is just we live in the most amazing community, and we are so blessed with such supportive, patrons, community members, city council, library board members. We just have had so much support over the years, and it has not diminished. It just keeps growing. And so we are just so grateful for the community that we live in, and for them allowing us to do all of the things that we do and to be able to provide these services for our community. So it really is the best place to work, and we have the best people in our lives. So yeah,
we're so excited to get summer reading started.
It's the best time of year.
It really is our best time of the year. The teachers get the kids for the rest of the year, and we get them for these 2 months, and we are just all really looking forward to having them in our building again.
I know my family loves coming here, loves everything about it. So thank you for all that you guys do. Really appreciate it. I mean, this is an amazing place. So thank you for joining me this week, and come visit the library, get a card if you don't have one, and come check it out. It's so great here.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.